Morning breaks. Phone buzzes. Anger waits. You clench your jaw. Another day. Reacting. Chasing noise. Losing control. What if you stopped? What if you chose? Achtung. You surrender. Notifications steal your stillness. Energy drains unnoticed. Marcus Aurelius faced empires. Yet, he began with silence. You have power over your mind. His words carved in time, not reacting, but ruling. Look at your hands. Are they yours or theirs? Who owns your morning? You could pause now, but before you decide, Emin once stood, just like you. His story waits. A man sits in traffic. Horn blares behind him. His phone pings. Again. Boss's message. Sharp, cutting. He grips the wheel. Knuckles turn white. Anger surges. Hot. Familiar. He wants to reply. To curse. To fight. His heart races. Loud. He's losing control. Then, he pauses. One breath. Slow. He sees the book. Meditations. Worn. Open. You control your mind. Marcus's words. Steady. Clear. He loosens his grip. The horn fades. The phone sits. Ignored. He breathes again. Not reacting. Choosing. The world screams. He stays. Still. A storm rages outside. But inside, a mountain stands. Marcus knew this routine. His day shaped him. Yours can too. If you felt this, write it down. Not for me. For you. Lesson 1. Wake with purpose. The alarm pierces silence. You slap it key at 5 minutes more. 10 minutes. Gone. The bed holds you. Warm. Soft. Safe. Why face the day? You grab your phone. Notifications flood in. Work demands. Sharp. Family texts. Urgent. News screams chaos. You're already sinking. Before feet touch ground, you've lost control. This is your morning. Snooze. Scroll. Repeat. You call it rest. It's not rest. It's surrender. You choose easy over will, over purpose. You think it's small, a harmless delay. But it's not small. Each snooze steals something. Your clarity, your core. You wake up tired, not from sleep, lack, from drifting, unmoored. You feel it, don't you? That keyed emptiness. The day pulls you, like a tide. You're not steering. You're reacting, always, to emails, to noise, to others' demands. You're a passenger. In your own life, what's the cost? Energy drains fast. Doubt creeps in. You're not ready. The world owns you. Your mind, not yours. You felt this before. After a fight, after a slight, someone cuts you off. You clench your jaw. You want to scream, but you don't. You scroll instead. You hide in bed. It feels like safety. It's a trap. You're losing ground to your own pain. Marcus knew this. Emperor, yet mortal. His bed was warm. His throne was cold. He could have stayed, buried in comfort, but he didn't. He wrote for himself. At dawn, when you struggle, think of your purpose. Not comfort, not ease, but what you're for, why you breathe. He rose at dawn, not for Rome's glory, for his own discipline. Each morning, a battle, to rule his mind, not be ruled. You face this too, every single day. The bed whispers, stay. The phone screams now, but you can choose. One question, sampler, why am I here? Say it, slow. Before you move, let it cut through the fog, the noise. It's not vague, it's sharp, like steel. Maybe it's your son, his laugh, his trust. Maybe it's your work, the thing you build. Maybe it's just you, finding your strength. Write it down, one sentence, clear. Tape it to your mirror. Look at it daily. When the bed pulls, When the world demands, Marcus ad nois nous. He had an empire, yet he chose will. You have this moment, right now. Decide what pulls you up. Not caffeinus jolt, not habits grind, but something deeper, something unmoved. You've drifted before. You know the weight, the days slipping away, the quiet regret. It's not just fatigue, it's a deeper loss of who you are, of what you could be. Stop the slide, ask the question, why am I here? Speak it aloud, feel it settle, then rise, not for the world, for your core. A day begun with purpose stands like stone. You've risen now. Feet touch cold floor. The question lingers. Why am I here? It's not enough. Rising isn't winning. You move, but aimless. Coffee brews. Autopilot. You check your phone. Emails stack like bricks. A colleague's yap stings. You type, then delete. Anger bubbles. Familiar. You're slipping again. This is the trap. Morning's second battle. Not bed, but CAOS. You think you're free. You're not free. You're tethered, still, to others' words, to endless noise. You let it in. Before you've claimed your own mind, this is your pattern. Reacting too soon, letting the world steer. You feel the pull. A text, a slight, someone's careless word. It cuts, it burns. You want to strike, to prove you're strong. But that's not strength. It's surrender, disguised. You've been here before. A meeting gone wrong. A friend's cold tone. You carried it home. It ate your peace. You lost your center. Not because of them, because you allowed it. You gave them power. Over your morning, over your soul. What's the cost? Energy drains fast. Doubt creeps in. You're not ready. The world owns you. Your mind, not yours. You've felt this before. After a fight, after a slight, someone cuts you off. You clench your jaw. You want to scream, but you don't. You scroll instead. You hide in chaos. It feels like safety. It's a trap. You're losing ground to your own pain. Marcus saw this too. His court was loud. Advisors shamed, betrayed. Crowds demanded his time. He could have raged or hidden away, but he stood firm. He wrote, "Deliberate, you have power over your mind, not events, not the empire's weight, not others' flaws, but his own response." He chose each dawn to guard his calm, to set his course, not by others' whims, but by his purpose. He faced the day, not as a king, as a man. You face this now. The phone still buzzes, the world still pushes, but you can choose. One breath, deep. Ask another question. What deserves my focus? Not the petty slight, not the urgent ping, but what aligns with your core. You've reacted before, snapped at a coworker, stewed over a comment. It felt like winning. It wasn't winning. It was loss of your peace, of your dignity. You know this ache, the weight of regret, carrying their words. Long after they've forgotten, you don't need this. You can choose better. Close the app, set the phone down, look out the window, see the sky, vast. It doesn't care about their noise. Neither should you. Marcus had no screens, but he had pressure, armies, plagues, betrayals. Yet he began with a single choice, to hold his mind, to keep it clear. You can do this. Right now, decide. What matters today? Write it down. Not a to-though list, but one truth. I will stay unmoved. Say it, feel it. When the email comes, when the jab lands, you don't react. You choose response. This is the fight. Not against others, against your own drift. You've lost before. Let anger take the wheel. Let noise drown you. But you're here now. You can start again. One question, always. What deserves my focus? Let it guide you. Through the morning storm, a mind claimed early rules the day. You've claimed your morning. The question burns. What deserves my focus? You've written it down. One truth. Sharp. I stay unmoved. But the fight's not over. The day looms large. Demands pillar high. A meeting, a deadline, a chill's sudden cry. You feel the tug. To rush. To fix. To prove you're enough. This is the edge. Where you falter. You chase every call. Answer every ping. You think it's duty. It's not duty. It's distraction. You're stretched too thin. Your purpose blurs. You're not leading. You're dragged. Again. You've felt this before. A day half-lived. Tasks done, but empty. You pleased others, but lost yourself. The quiet pain of a life unclaimed. You know this weight. After long days, when you collapse, numb, wondering where time went, you gave it away. To noise, to chaos, to everyone but you. Marcus faced this too. His empire roared. Senators schemed. Armies marched. Every voice demanded him. He could have drowned in their endless needs, but he didn't. He carved his path. When you wake, he wrote, Deliberate. See yourself as tasked with living your life. Not Rome's, not theirs, but his own truth. He rose for purpose, not to please all, but to hold his line. Each dawn, he asked, what is my work? Not the world's but his own duty. To reason, to virtue, to his own soul. You stand here now. The day presses hard. Emails flood. Phones ring. You could dive in. Let K's consume you. Or you could pause. One breath, steady. Ask the final question. What is my task? Not the world's noise. Not others' urgency. But what moves you? What builds your core? You've chased before. Answered every call. Fixed every problem. It felt like strength. It was weakness. You lost your ground. You felt the loss. The day's end regret. When you're spent, but not fulfilled. You don't need this. You can choose better. Set the phone aside. Close the inbox. Look at your truth. I stay unmoved. Pick one thing. Not 10, not 5. One task. Clear. Do it with intent. Let the rest wait. Marcus ruled empires, but he ruled himself. His morning was his, not the crowd's. You have this power. Right now, choose. What is your task? Write it. Simple. Pin it to your desk. Let it anchor you. When the chaos calls, when the world screams, you don't bend. You stand firm. This is the fight. Not against others, against your own drift. You've been pulled before, lost in the rush, but you're here now. You can claim this. One question, always. What is my task? Let it guide you through the morning's fire. A life begun with purpose. Breaks no man. Lesson 2. Morning stillness. You've found your stillness. 10 minutes, no noise. The world waits outside. Your mind feels clear, like a lake. Calm, you breathe, you center. But the day moves fast. A call breaks through. An email demands now. A colleague's voice, sharp. You feel the pull. To jump, to react, to let K's in. This is your habit. Opening the floodgates. Letting others steer. You think it's small. Just one quick check. It's not small. It's a quiet theft. Your peace. Your focus. Stolen in seconds. You've done this before. Answered too fast. Let a slight fester. You felt the burn. The day turned sour. Not because of them. Because you allowed it. You gave them power. Over your calm. Over your core. You know this ache. When you lose ground. when you're pulled apart by every voice, every ping. You're not whole. You're scattered, drained. This is the cost. A mind divided, a soul stretched thin. You've carried this weight after rushed mornings, when you're drained early, wondering why you're empty. You gave it away, to noise, to rush, to everyone but you. Marcus faced this too. His court was chaos. Advisors pressed, urgent. Crowds clamored, loud. He could have bent, let their noise rule, but he stood firm. He guarded his mind. Keep your spring pure. He wrote, deliberate, like a lake, untouched, no mud, no ripples. He sat in silence, not to escape, but to prepare. He knew the truth. A clouded mind breaks under pressure. You stand here now. The phone still hums. The world still pushes. But you can choose. One breath deep. Set boundaries, firm. No calls, no screens. Just you. Your task. You've reacted before. Jumped at every ping. Felt the anger rise. It felt like duty. It was weakness. You lost your calm. You know this sting. The morning's early ruin. When you start shaken, you don't need this. You can choose better. 15 minutes, protected. No interruptions. None. Sit with your truth. I guard my peace. Write it, keep it. On your desk, close. Let it anchor you. When the noise calls, when the rush demands, you don't break. You stay still. Marcus had no apps, but he had pressure, empires, vast, deceit. Yet he began with a clear mind. He built his wall of silence, of will. You can do this. Right now, decide. No noise, no rush. Just 15 minutes. Find your lake. Let it stay clear. Feel your pulse slow. Let thoughts settle like dust in a room. You've been pulled before, lost in the storm, but you're here now. You can claim this. One choice, always. Protect your morning's core. Amin kept still, holds the day firm. Your lake is clear. 15 minutes, yours. The world held back. Your mind feels steady. You've guarded your calm. The morning feels yours. But the clock ticks. Demands creep closer. A meeting looms near. A deadline passes hard. Voices start to rise. You feel the shift. The pull to scatter. To let K's rule. This is your trap. Chasing every spark. Letting noise fracture you. You think it's fine. Just one quick glance. It's not fine. It's a silent break. Your focus, your strength, cracked before noon. You felt this before. A day half-lived. Tasks pile, unfinished. You jump between them. Each one pulls harder. You're not in control. You're stretched, unraveling. You know this weight. When you lose yourself. When you're everywhere, but nowhere whole. You've carried this pain. After rushed mornings, when you're drained early. Wondering why you're empty, you gave it away. To every call, to every distraction, to everyone but you. Marcus faced this too. His empire was chaos. Senators argued, loud. Armies needed orders. He could have split apart, chased every crisis, but he held firm. He guarded his focus. Do one thing. He wrote, deliberate, with all your mind. Not 10, not 2, but one task, pure. He worked in silence, not to hide, but to master. He knew the truth. A scattered mind builds nothing lasting. You stand here now. The phone still hums. The inbox still grows. But you can choose. One breath, slow. Pick your one task. Not the loudest, not the most urgent, but the one that matters. The one that's yours. You've chased before. Jumped at every ping. Switched tasks. Frantic. It felt like progress. It was chaos. You lost your ground. You know this sting. The morning's quiet ruin. When you start broken, you don't need this. You can choose better. 20 minutes, focused. No screens, no voices. Sit with your work. I hold my line. Now, write it. Keep it. On your wrist, your wall. Let it anchor you when the chaos calls, when the rush demands. You don't splinter. You stay. Whole. Marcus had no apps, but he had pressure. Vas, plagas, deceit. Yet he worked with a single mind. He built his tower of focus, of will. You can do this right now. Decide. One task, one purpose. Just 20 minutes. Find your rhythm. Let it grow. Strong. Feel your mind lock. Like iron in fire. You've been pulled before. Lost in the whirlwind. But you're here now. You can claim this. One choice. Always. Guard your morning's focus. A mind kept one carves its own path. Lesson 3. Focus on the task. You've held your line. 1. Task. Chosen. Your mind feels sharp. The morning holds firm. You sit. You work. The world fades out. Then a voice cuts. A co-worker's complaint. A sudden email. Urgent. Drama sparks. Loud. You feel the tug. To pause. To fix. To dive into noise. This is your habit. Chasing every fire. Letting others pull you. You think it's duty. Just one quick reply. It's not duty. It's a quiet fracture. Your focus. Your strength. Splintered in moments. You've done this before. Stopped mid-task. Answered a petty slight. You felt the rush. The need to respond. But it left you empty. Your work, half done. Your mind, scattered. You know this ache. When you lose flow. When you're everywhere, but nowhere true. You've carried this weight. After broken mornings. When you chase shadows. Wondering why you're lost. You gave it away. To their noise. To their chaos. To everyone but you. This is the theft. Not of minutes, but of your core. Each pause, each glance, cracks your will. You're not a servant. You're a man. You choose. You stand. Marcus faced this too. His empire was fire. Advisors bickered. Relentless. Crises flared. Constant. He could have chased them. Put out every spark. But he didn't. He held his line. Do what's before you. He wrote, deliberate, with all your mind. Not the loudest cry, not the urgent plea, but the task at hand. He worked, unmoved, not to please others, but to master himself. He knew the truth. A divided mind builds nothing real. You stand here now. The email still waits. The drama still burns. But you can choose. One breath, steady. Stay with your task. Not their noise. Not their urgency, but what you chose, what defines your core. You've chased before, jumped at every call, felt the chaos win. It felt like effort. It was weakness. You lost your ground. You know this sting, the morning's quiet ruin. When you break focus, you don't need this. You can choose better. 30 minutes, yours. No voice, no pings. Sit with your work. I stay on path. Write it, keep it. On your screen, your hand. Let it anchor you. When the noise calls, when the fire spreads, you don't waver. You stay firm. Marcus had no inbox, but he had pressure. Armies, betrayals, storms. Yet he worked with a single will. He built his tower of focus, of truth. You can do this. Right now, decide. One task, one purpose. Just 30 minutes. Find your rhythm. Let it grow. Strong. Feel your mind lock. Like iron in fire. You've been pulled before. Lost in their chaos. But you're here now. You can claim this. One choice, always. Hold your morning's line. Our mind kept focused, cuts through the storm. You've weathered the storm. Your task holds firm. Your mind stays steady. The morning is yours. You work, you breathe. The world feels distant. Then a new wave hits. A project falls apart. A friend's text, cold. You let me down. Guilt twists, sharp. You feel the pull. To fix, to please, to chase their approval. This is your habit. Jumping to repair. Letting others define you. You think it's care. Just one quick call. It's not care. It's a quiet fracture. Your focus, your truth, broken by their weight. You've done this before. Rushed to make amends. Carried their judgment home. You felt the sting. The day turned heavy. Not because of them, because you bent. You gave them power over your peace, over your core. You know this ache when you lose yourself, when you're pulled apart by their needs, their blame. You're not whole. You're stretched, fading. This is the cost. A mind divided, a soul off-center. You've felt this weight after endless apologies, when you're drained, hollow, wondering why you tried. You gave it away to their expectations, to their disappointment, to everyone but you. Marcus faced this too. His empire was judgment. Senators criticized, harsh. Friends turned, distant. He could have chased them, sought their favor, but he stood tall. He guarded his will. Your task is yours. He wrote, deliberate, not their approval, not their praise, not their forgiveness, but his own path. He worked, unmoved, not to please all, but to honor himself. He knew the truth. A bending mind loses its own way. You stand here now. The text still burns. The failure still stings. But you can choose. One breath, slow. Let their words fall. Don't chase, don't fix. Stay with your truth. You've bent before, apologized too soon, felt the guilt consume. It felt like duty. It was weakness. You lost your ground. You know this sting, the morning's quiet ruin. When you break for them, you don't need this. You can choose better. 50 minutes, yours. No calls, no guilt. Sit with your task. I own my path. Write it, keep it, on your mirror, your heart. Let it anchor you. When the judgment lands, when the silence cuts, you don't waver. You stay firm. Marcus had no texts, but he had pressure, betrayals, doubts, scorn. Yet he worked with a steady soul. He built his anchor of truth, of will. You can do this. Right now, decide. One task, one center. Just 50 minutes. Find your strength. Let it grow solid. Feel your roots hold. Like oak in storm. You've been pulled before, lost in their needs, but you're here now. You can claim this. One choice, always. Guard your morning's core. A mind kept true, bows to no one. Lesson 4. Accept what you can't control. You've held your truth. Your task stands firm. Your mind feels anchored. The morning bends to you. You work, you breathe. The world feels steady. Then the ground shifts. A deal falls through. Traffic jams, endless. A loved one snaps. Anger flares. Hood. You feel the urge to fight, to force, to bend the world. This is your habit, clawing at what's gone, trying to control chaos. You think it's power, just one sharp push. It's not power, it's a silent trap. Your peace, your strength, drained by what won't yield. You've done this before. Raged at delays, cursed at bad luck. You felt the fire, the need to win, but it left you empty. Your energy burned out. Your heart heavy. You know this ache. When you fight fate, when you're stuck, raging, by things beyond you. You're not in control. You're trapped, sinking. This is the cost. A mind at war, a soul worn thin. You've carried this weight. After broken plans, when you're drained, lost, wondering why you fought, you gave it away. To chance, to others, to what won't bend, to everything but you. Marcus faced this too. His empire was chaos. Plagues ravaged, wars flared, allies betrayed. Sudden, he could have cursed fate, fought what wouldn't move, but he stood calm. He guarded his mind. You control your response. He wrote, Deliberate, not the river's flow, not disease, not betrayal, not the world's weight, but his own choice. He let caves pass, not to surrender, but to master himself. He knew the truth. A fighting mind breaks against stone. You stand here, now. The delay still stings. The loss still burns. But you can choose. One breath, slow. Let the river flow. Don't grab, don't fight. Stay with your core. You've raged before, yelled at the wheel, felt the fury consume. It felt like strength. It was weakness. You lost your peace. You know this sting. The day's quiet ruin. When you fight what's done, you don't need this. You can choose better. 10 minutes, still. No cursing, no forcing. Sit with your truth. I release what's gone. Write it, keep it on your dashboard, your heart. Let it anchor you. When the world breaks, when the plans crumble, you don't shatter, you stay whole. Marcus had no traffic, but he had storms, disasters, losses, pain. Yet he stood with a steady soul. He built his calm of acceptance, of will. You can do this. Right now, decide. One truth, one center. Just 10 minutes. Find your calm. Let it grow strong. Feel your heart ease, like waves on shore. You've been pulled before, lost in the fight, but you're here now. You can claim this. One choice, always. Let go of chaos. A mind kept free. Rise above all. You've freed your mind. Chaos flows, untouched. Your peace holds strong. The morning feels yours. You work, you breathe. Your truth stays clear, but the world persists. As sudden storm brews, a bill arrives, unexpected. A friend cancels, cold. Disappointment bites. Deep, you feel the pull. To resist, to cling, to force things right. This is your habit, fighting what's done, grasping at lost plans. You think it's effort, just one more try. It's not effort, it's a quiet drain. Your calm, your will, wasted on what's gone. You've done this before, cursed at life's twists, mourned what didn't work. You felt the sting, the need to control, but it left you empty, your strength burned out, your heart restless. You know this ache. When you fight fate, when you're stuck, yearning for what won't return, you're not in control. You're trapped, sinking. This is the cost. A soul at war, a mind worn thin. You've carried this weight after shattered hopes. When you're drained, lost, wondering why you tried, you gave it away. To chance, to loss, to what won't bend, to everything but you. Marcus faced this too. His empire was storms. Crops failed. Wars raged. Loved ones faded fast. He could have clung, grieved what was lost, but he stood firm. He guarded his calm. What's not in your power? He wrote, Deliberate, let it slip away. Not plans, not outcomes, not life's cruel turns, but his own response. He let pain pass, not to ignore it, but to rise above. He knew the truth. A clinging mind drowns in its chains. You stand here now. The bill still looms. The absence still cuts. But you can choose. One breath, slow. Let the loss go. Don't fight, don't cling. Stay with your core. You've fought before, grieved what didn't last, felt the sorrow consume. It felt like truth. It was weakness. You lost your peace. You know this sting, the day's quiet fracture. When you hold too tight, you don't need this. You can choose better. 20 minutes. Still. No regrets. No fight. Sit with your strength. I release what's done. Write it. Keep it. On your wallet, your soul. Let it anchor you. When the pain lands, when the plans fade, you don't break. You stay. Whole. Marcus had no bills, but he had losses, deaths, failures, grief. Yet he stood with a steady soul. He built his freedom of acceptance, of will. You can do this. Right now, decide. One truth, one center, just 20 minutes. Find your calm. Let it grow deep. Feel your heart ease, like wind on water. You've been pulled before, lost in the grief, but you're here now. You can claim this. One choice, always. Free your morning's truth. Amen. Let light rise above all. Lesson 5. Evening reflection. The day winds down. Your tasks are done. Your mind feels clear. The world grows quiet. You sit, you breathe. The evening wraps around, but the mind stirs. A slight from noon. A mischance, sharp. Regret creeps, soft. You replay the day. You judge. You question. Why didn't you speak? Why did you falter? This is your habit. Raking over ashes. Letting past moment haunt. You think it's growth. Just one quick thought. It's not growth. It's a silent wound. Your peace, your strength, drained by what's gone. You've done this before. Tossed in bed, restless. Replayed a harsh word. You felt the sting, the need to fix, but it left you empty. Your sleep fractured. Your heart heavy. You know this ache. When you carry mistakes, when you're stuck, looping over what can't change, you're not in control. You're trapped, sinking. This is the cost. A mind at war, a soul unrested. You've carried this weight. After long nights, when you're drained, lost, wondering why you dwelled, you gave it away. To past errors, to fleeting moments, to everything but you. Marcus faced this too. His empire was heavy. Decisions failed. Lives lost. Doubts linger. Sharp. He could have brooded. Let regret consume him. But he sat still. He guarded his mind. Examine your day. He wrote, deliberate. Not to judge, but learn. Not to relive pain. Not to curse fate, but to grow wiser. He wrote in silence. Not to punish himself, but to find clarity. He knew the truth. A restless mind steals tomorrow's strength. You stand here now. The regret still bites. The mistake still burns. But you can choose. One breath, slow. Take a pen, write. What went wrong? Why? Don't judge, just see. You've dwelled before. Let errors haunt you. Felt the guilt consume. It felt like truth. It was weakness. You lost your rest. You know this sting. The night's quiet ruin. When you loop mistakes. You don't need this. You can choose better. 10 minutes. Still. No blame. No spiral. Write 3 questions. What did I learn? What can I change? What was done well? Keep them close. On your nightstand, your heart. Let them anchor you. When the past calls, when the doubts rise, you don't sink. You stay firm. Marcus had no lamps, but he had burdens, choices, losses, guilt. Yet he wrote with a steady soul. He built his mirror of reflection, of will. You can do this. Right now, decide. One truth, one center. Just 10 minutes. Find your clarity. Let it grow deep. Feel your mind ease, like stars in night. You've been pulled before, lost in the past, but you're here now. You can claim this. One choice, always. Reflect, don't regret. A mind kept clear rests in peace. You've faced the past. 3 questions written. Your mind feels light. The evening grows still. You sit, you breathe. The night feels yours, but the heart stirs. A choice from today, a word left unsaid, a chance you missed. Doubt creeps, soft. You replay the moment. What could have been done? Why did you hold back? This is your habit, chasing what's gone, letting shadows linger. You think it's wisdom. Just one more thought. It's not wisdom. It's a quiet drain. Your peace, your strength, sapped by what's done. You've done this before. Lay awake, restless, replayed a small slight. You felt the weight, the need to rewrite, but it left you empty. Your sleep fractured, your soul unsettled. You know this ache when you cling to errors, when you're stuck, looping over what can't change. You're not in control. You're trapped, sinking. This is the cost. A mind entangled, a heart worn thin. You've carried this burden after sleepless nights, when you're drained, lost, wondering why you dwelled. You gave it away to past moments, to fleeting regrets, to everything but you. Marcus faced this too. His nights were heavy, choices haunted, sharp, lives lost, plans broken. He could have spiraled, let doubt consume him, but he sat calm. He guarded his soul. Look at your actions, he wrote. Deliberate, not to curse but grow, not to relive pain, not to judge himself, but to find truth. He wrote in silence, not to punish, but to build clarity. He knew the truth. A restless mind steals the next dawn. You stand here now. The doubt still bites. The moment still stings. But you can choose. One breath, slow. Take your pen again. Write what you learned, not what you lost. You've looped before. Let mistakes haunt you. Felt the regret consume. It felt like truth. It was weakness. You lost your rest. You know this sting. The night's quiet ruin. When you dwell too long, you don't need this. You can choose better. 15 minutes, still. No guilt, no spiral. Ask 3 more questions. What held me back? What can I improve? What strength did I show? Keep them close. In your journal, your heart. Let them anchor you. When the past whispers, when the doubts rise, you don't falter. You stay firm. Marcus had no clocks, but he had burdens. Regret, failure, doute. Yet he wrote with a steady mind. He built his mirror of growth, of will. You can do this. Right now, decide. One truth, one center. Just 15 minutes. Find your clarity. Let it grow deep. Feel your soul ease. Like moonlight on water, you've been pulled before, lost in the shadows, but you're here now. You can claim this. One choice, always. Reflect, don't regret. A mind kept still welcomes the dawn. You've faced your day. Your journal holds truth. Your mind feels steady. The evening wraps tight. You sit, you breathe. The night feels calm, but the heart pulls. A choice you made, a word you spoke. Did it land right? Regrets dies. Soft, you replay the scene. What could have been better? Why did you act? This is your habit. Picking at old wounds. Letting doubt creep in. You think it's growth. Just one more glance. It's not growth. It's a quiet thief. Your peace, your rest, stolen by the past. You've done this before. Lay awake, churning. Replayed a sharp moment. You felt the weight, the need to redo, but it left you hollow. Your sleep broken. Your soul restless. You know this ache. When you judge yourself, when you're stuck, looping over what's already done, you're not in control. You're trapped, sinking. This is the cost. A mind unsettled, a heart-worn roar. You've carried this burden after endless nights. When you're drained, lost, wondering why you dwelled, you gave it away. To fleeting choices, to moments long gone, to everything but you. Marcus faced this too. His nights were heavy, words misspoken, sharp, decisions questioned, deep. He could have spiraled, let self-doubt consume, but he sat still. He guarded his mind. Review, don't curse. He wrote, deliberate, not to blame, but learn, not to relive errors, not to punish self, but to grow stronger. He wrote in silence, not to wound, but to find peace. He knew the truth. A judging mind steals the next day. You stand here now. The regret still bites. The choice still stings. But you can choose. One breath, slow. Open your journal. Write what you saw, not what you fear. You've looped before. Let doute haunt you. Felt the guilt consume. It felt like truth. It was weakness. You lost your calm. You know this sting. The night's quiet ruin. When you cling to flaws, you don't need this. You can choose better. 20 minutes, still. No blame, no weight. Ask one final question. What did I gain? Not what you lost. Not what went wrong. But what you learned. Keep it close. In your book, your soul. Let it anchor you. When the past calls. When the doubts whisper. You don't break. You stay whole. Marcus had no pins, but he had burdens. Choice, failure, doute. Yet he wrote, with a steady heart. He built his mirror, of wisdom, of will. You can do this. Right now, decide. One truth, one center. Just 20 minutes. Find your peace. Let it grow. Deep. Feel your mind still. Like stars in silence. You've been pulled before, lost in the echoes, but you're here now. You can claim this. One choice. Always. Learn. Don't lament. A mind kept clear. Sleeps without chains. Lesson 6. Cherish family time. The night grows deep. Your journal rests closed. Your mind feels clear. The day's weight lifts. You sit. You breathe. The house grows still. Then a voice calls. Your child's soft laugh. Your partner's quiet step. A moment. Fleeting. Warm. You feel the pull. To stay with work. To check one more email. This is your habit. Chasing endless tasks. Letting moments slip away. You think it's duty. Just one more minute. It's not duty. It's a silent loss. Your connection. Your love. Fading in the rush. You've done this before. Missed a bedtime story. Ignored a shared glance. You felt the ache. The need to do more. But it left you empty. Your heart disconnected. Your home a shadow. You know this pain. When you choose work. When you're here, but gone. With those who matter. You're not present. You're absent. Drifting. This is the cost. A soul divided, a bond worn thin. You've carried this weight, after silent dinners, when you're there, but lost, wondering why you rushed. You gave it away, to deadlines, to screens, to everything but them, to everyone but you. Marcus faced this too. His empire was vast, duty piled, relentless. Children grew, time fled. He could have stayed distant, lost in Rome's demands. But he drew close. He guarded his heart. Each moment with them, he wrote, deliberate, maybe the last. Not tasks, not power, but love's quiet truth. He sat with his family, not to escape duty, but to anchor himself. He knew the truth. A neglected bond breaks the strongest man. You stand here now. The laugh still echoes. The moment still waits. But you can choose. One breath, slow. Put the phone down. Turn off the screen. Be here, fully. You've rushed before. Chose work over love. Felt the distance grow. It felt like progress. It was weakness. You lost your connection. You know this sting. The night's quiet regret. When you miss what's real, you don't need this. You can choose better. 10 minutes, theirs. No tasks, no noise. Sit with your child. Listen to their voice. Look in their eyes. I am here now. Write it, keep it. In your heart, your home. Let it anchor you. When the work calls, when the world pulls, you don't stray. You stay present. Marcus had no emails, but he had pressures, wars, laws, betrayals. Yet he sat with his loved ones. He built his warmth of love, of will. You can do this. Right now, decide. One moment, one truth. Just 10 minutes. Find their light. Let it grow deep. Feel your heart open. Like dawn in winter. You've been gone before. Lost in the grind. But you're here now. You can claim this. One choice, always. Cherish what's yours. A heart kept close holds the truest strength. You've held them close. 10 minutes shared. Your heart feels full. The night grows warmer. You sit, you breathe. Their laughter lingers, but the world intrudes. A late email pings, a task left undone. Work's shadow looms. You feel the pull to open the screen, to finish one more thing. This is your habit, stealing from love, letting duty choke joy. You think it's need, just one quick check. It's not need, it's a key theft. Your presence, your bond, slipping through your hands. You've done this before, missed a soft smile, ignored a fleeting hug. You felt the ache, the need to achieve, but it left you hollow. Your home, half-lived, your heart, distant. You know this pain, when you choose tasks, when you're near, but gone. With those who matter, you're not truly here. You're absent, fading. This is the cost. A soul divided, a love worn thin. You've carried this weight after silent evenings, when you're there, but lost, wondering why you worked. You gave it away, to emails, to goals, to everything but them, to everyone but you. Marcus faced this too. His empire demanded all. Senators called, armies waited. Time blew, relentless. He could have stayed cold, buried in Rome's weight, but he drew near. He guarded his love. Value those you hold. He wrote, deliberate, as if it's the last. Not power, not glory, but family's quiet strength. He sat with his children, not to shirk duty, but to root himself. He knew the truth. A distant heart breaks what matters most. You stand here now. The email still glows. The task still presses. But you can choose. One breath, slow. Turn off the phone. Be here, fully. Look at your partner. See their tired eyes. You've rushed before. Chose work over warmth. Felt the gap widen. It felt like progress. It was weakness. You lost your connection. You know this sting. The night's quiet regret. When you miss their light. You don't need this. You can choose better. 15 minutes, theirs. No screens, no tasks. Sit with your family. Hear their small stories. Feel their warmth, real. I choose them now. Write it, keep it. In your pocket, your soul. Let it anchor you. When the world calls, when the work pulls, you don't drift. You stay present. Marcus had no phones, but he had pressures. Laws, wars, losses. Yet he sat with his loved ones. He built his fire of love, of will. You can do this. Right now, decide. One moment, one truth. Just 15 minutes. Find their spark. Let it grow deep. Feel your heart steady, like roots in earth. You've been gone before, lost in the grind, but you're here now. You can claim this. One choice, always hold what's yours. A heart kept warm carries you through. You've chosen presence. 15 minutes shared. Your heart feels alive. The night grows softer. You sit, you breathe. Their voices echo, warm, but the clock ticks. A deadline lingers, heavy. A message blinks, urgent. Work's grip tightens. You feel the pull. To check, to solve, to slip back to duty. This is your habit. Trading love for tasks. Letting moments fade away. You think it's worth it. Just one more reply. It's not worth it. It's a quiet robbery. Your connection, your joy, stolen by the grind. You've done this before. Missed a child's question. Overlooked a partner's sigh. You felt the ache, the need to achieve, but it left you cold. Your home, half there. Your heart, drifting. You know this pain. When you choose work, when you're close, but gone. With those who need you, you're not truly here. You're absent, fading. This is the cost. A bond neglected, a love stretched thin. You've carried this weight after empty evenings, when you're there, but lost, wondering why you strayed. You gave it away, to screens, to stress, to everything but them, to everyone but you. Marcus faced this too. His empire never slept. Councils called, wars raged, time slipped, relentless. He could have stayed distant, lost in Rome's chaos, but he held close. He guarded his heart, each hour with them. He wrote, Deliberate, burns brighter than power, not thrones, not glory, but family's quiet strength. He sat with his wife, not to shirk burdens, but to ground himself. He knew the truth. A heart turned away loses what makes life. You stand here now. The message still blinks. The deadline still looms. But you can choose. One breath. Slow. Close the laptop. Stay with their light. Listen to their words. See their small smiles. You've strayed before. Chose tasks over love. Felt the distance grow. It felt like progress. It was weakness. You lost your warmth. You know this sting. The night's quiet regret. When you miss their spark, you don't need this. You can choose better. 20 minutes. Theirs. No work, no noise. Sit with your family. Share a simple story. Feel their presence. Real. I am here, now. Write it. Keep it. In your mind, your home. Let it anchor you. When the world demands, when the tasks call, you don't leave. You stay rooted. Marcus had no screens, but he had pressures, empire, deaths, duty. Yet he sat with his loved ones. He built his refuge of love, of will. You can do this. Right now, decide. One moment, one truth. Just 20 minutes. Find their warmth. Let it grow deep. Feel your heart open. Like fire in winter. You've been gone before, lost in the rush. But you're here now. You can claim this. One choice. Always hold what's precious. A heart kept near carries eternal light. Lesson 7. Remember, memento mori. The night is still. Your family's warmth lingers. Your heart feels full. The house breathes soft. You sit. You pose. The world grows distant, but a thought stirs. Time slips. Always. This moment, fleeting. Tomorrow's not promised. A chill touches you. You feel the weight of days that vanish, of life that fades. This is your habit. Living like forever, chasing endless tomorrows. You think it's safe. Just one more day. It's not safe. It's a quiet lie. Your time, your breath, slipping through your grasp. You've done this before. Rushed past the now, ignored the ticking clock. You felt the pang, the need to do more. But it left you hollow, your life half-lived, your heart restless. You know this ache. when you forget time, when you're busy, but blind to what truly matters. You're not eternal, you're fragile, fleeting. This is the cost. A soul distracted, a life left unclaimed. You've carried this weight after wasted days, when you're full, yet empty, wondering where life went. You gave it away, to tasks, to noise, to everything but now, to everyone but you. Marcus faced this too. His empire was vast. Wars raged, duty piled, death loomed, always. He could have ignored it, pretended time was endless. But he stared straight. He guarded his soul. You could leave now, he wrote. Deliberate. Let that guide you. Not fear, not despair, but a call to live. He faced each day, not as a king, but as a man. He knew the truth. A blind heart misses what's real. You stand here now. The clock still ticks. The night still fades. But you can choose. One breath, slow. Feel this moment. It's yours, right now. Don't chase tomorrow. You've rushed before, lived for the next, felt the days blur. It felt like progress. It was blindness. You lost the present. You know this sting, the life's quiet regret. When you miss the now, you don't need this. You can choose better. 10 minutes still. No plans, no rush. Sit with your truth. Ask one sharp question. If this was it, would you be whole? Did you live today? Write it. Keep it. On your wrist, your heart. Let it anchor you. When the future calls, when the rush pulls, you don't drift. You stay here. Marcus had no clocks, but he had death, losses, plagues, betrayals. Yet he lived with a steady heart. He built his lens of clarity, of will. You can do this. Right now, decide. One moment, one truth. Just 10 minutes. Feel your life now. Let it grow deep. Feel your breath steady, like waves on stone. You've been blind before, lost in the chase, but you're here now. You can claim this. One choice. Always. Live this very breath. A heart kept present. Fears no end. You've faced the truth. Time's weight settles in. Your heart feels awake. The night grows deeper. You sit. You breathe. This moment is yours. But the mind wanders. Plans for tomorrow creep. Worries about years ahead. What's next? What's missing? Fear stirs. Soft. You chase the future. You ignore the now. You think it's wise. Just one more goal. It's not wise. It's a quiet theft. Your life, your present, stolen by what's not here. You've done this before. Lived for the next step. Skipped the day's warmth. You felt the rush, the need to plan, but it left you empty. You're now half seen. Your heart restless. You know this ache. When you miss today, when you're here, but gone, chasing what might be, you're not truly alive. You're drifting, fading. This is the cost. A soul distracted, a life left unlived. You've carried this weight. After blurred days, when you're busy, yet lost, wondering where time went, you gave it away. To fears, to plans, to everything but now, to everyone but you. Marcus faced this too. His empire was fleeting. Death shadowed every choice. Future loomed, uncertain. He could have chased it, lived for what's next. But he stayed present. He guarded his breath. Act as if today, he wrote, deliberate, is all you have. Not tomorrow's promise, not yesterday's pain, but this moment's truth. He lived each hour, not as an emperor, but as a man. He knew the truth. A scattered heart, miss life's call. You stand here now. The future still calls. The worries still whisper, but you can choose. One breath, slow. Feel your pulse now. This second, this light. Don't run, don't hide. You've chased before, lived for the next day, felt the moments blur. It felt like purpose. It was blindness. You lost the now. You know this sting, the life's quiet regret. When you skip what's real, you don't need this. You can choose better. 15 minutes, still. No fears, no plans. Sit with your life. Ask one final question. Am I here now? Not tomorrow, not then, but right this second. Write it, keep it. On your hand, your soul. Let it anchor you. When the future pulls, when the doubts rise, you don't drift. You stay grounded. Marcus had no timers, but he had endings. Losses, wars, farewells. Yet he lived with a steady soul. He built his fire of presence, of will. You can do this. Right now, decide. One moment, one truth. Just 15 minutes. Feel your life's weight. Let it grow deep. Feel your heart steady, like stone in storm. You've been gone before, lost in the chase, but you're here now. You can claim this. One choice, always. Live this very moment. A heart kept here, fears no final breath. The room grows dark. A single candle flickers. Its light dance, soft. Your breath slows, steady. The world falls silent. The day is done. You sit, you feel the weight of hours. Each choice, each pause, they brought you here. You've faced the noise, the pull of chaos, the sting of loss. Yet you stand whole. Your heart beats, quiet. Your mind rests, clear. You've walked the path, not perfect, not grand, but yours, truly yours. The night wraps around, like a cloak, heavy. It holds your truth. You've stopped the drift. You've held your line. You've chosen, deliberate, to rise with purpose, to guard your stillness, to focus, you unmoved, to let K's pass, to reflect, not regret, to cherish what's close, to live this breath. You felt the ache, the days you lost, when you reacted, blind, when you chased shadows, when you forgot now. You know that pain, the quiet regret of a life half-lived, of a heart half-open, but you're here now. The candle still burns. Its flame, your mirror. What do you see? A man, not perfect, but stronger, awake. You've built your ground, not with loud victories, but with silent choices. Each morning, a fight. Each evening, a truth. You've learned to pause, to breathe, to stand, to hold what's real. The world will scream. It always does. Tomorrow will come, with its noise, its weight, but you'll be ready. You've carved your core. You've faced the end, not with fear, but clarity. Marcus knew this too. His nights were still. His empire slept, fleeting. He sat, he wrote, not for Rome's glory, but for his soul. Live as if today. His words echo, sharp. They cut through time. They reach you now. You don't need more. Not tasks, not plans, not the world's applause. You need this moment, this breath, this light. Look at your hands. They've carried you far. They're still yours. What will you hold when the candle fades, when the night closes? Not regrets, not noise, but a life claimed, a heart kept true. You've drifted before, lost in the rush, chased what wasn't yours, but you're here now. The flame still dances, the dark still waits. One question remains: who will you be? When dawn breaks again, we're still here, not to preach, not to push, just to stand, quiet. If you need this space, this stillness, come back anytime. The night is yours. The choice is yours. A heart kept present fears no tomorrow.